guitars, but I'm not playing today. I'm playing tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Do you know who you are playing against?
No, not yet. I don't think the draw is out.
Do you like knowing who you play against before or no?
I don't really care, honestly.
Really?
I used to check all the results and stuff, but
hmm
I don't really do that anymore.
What changed for you at least kind of looking at that result based mentality?
Probably like if I know I'm meant to win or then put too much pressure or the other way, too much respect for the other guy.
Okay.
Um, and now I think I'm just focusing on my own game and then see what happens.
So what do you think changed the most from last year to this year? Because in terms of if we're thinking results based, you've come into this year highest ranking, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, was was inside top 150 last year, and this year you beat the number one player in the country. You didn't drop a set besides playing Ozon, and now you have two wild cards essentially into challenger tournaments. What changed for you this year from last year?
Um, I think I've been working on a lot of things with Coach Chris, and I
hmm
think they're just all coming together. We've had like the right intentions the whole time,
hmm
and it was just about executing.
Okay.
And I think now I'm executing. I was home over the summer
Okay.
playing a bunch of tournaments, working with my coaches back at home.
hmm
Uh, and they talk with Chris as well. So I think just the whole setup, it's been really good.
So what did Chris teach you initially when you first came to college? What was that transition like? What was in terms of your game style versus where he wanted to see you, which is already paying off in your senior year?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was Chris, but also Francis, who was
Okay.
the assistant coach.
hmm
Because I actually started with Francis.
Gotcha.
Um, and I think I came into college being more of a grinder and
Okay.
just like making balls like with decent pace, but that was basically it.
hmm
I think now I have better slides, better variation.
hmm
My serve improved for sure, and
Okay.
then also net game. I think I'm thinking more of coming forward and opening up the court than I used to.
So for you, what would you say? So from was that a hard transition for you? If we're thinking through the process, because it's changing the whole development of your game plan. How do you wrap your head around it when changing that much of a game style?
Yeah, I think I mean I always loved doubles and always uh thought I had like decent volleys.
hmm
But it was like the timing, when to get it to the net, how to build up the point.
hmm
Uh so we definitely have been going back and forth a bit
hmm
like with the timing of that and like obviously also like a little like tension between
hmm
us sometimes and arguing
hmm
a little bit because it's of course in the beginning it was not comfortable
Yeah.
uh but knowing that it's the right thing and it will pay off later on, I think that's a big part of it as well.
Was there a moment where you realized kind of like an aha moment, or you realized that your game was finally making progress and changing? Or was there a result that you can think of that made you go, wow, I know I can play like this now as my game style?
Mhm. Uh, I don't know if there's a specific result. I think in the beginning of the spring, maybe, or
Mm,
mid spring, I start playing better
okay.
and better and got more confidence.
hmm
I can't tell if there was one specific match.
Okay.
I
That's
think
fine.
it's just like yeah, slowly been developing.
Yeah. It kind of built up to this point. And if we talk about specifically your run in San Francisco, which I don't think I said congratulations, by the way. I should have started
Thank
this
you.
with that. This is to give context, this is not the first time you won doubles as well. This is the third time, correct? That you've
Yeah.
won doubles twice with Yuta, a former teammate, and now with Theo for doubles. So you won 2021, 2022, 2024, and this was your first singles title as well. What was the week like for you kind of coming into it from a singles perspective, knowing that you've already had success in doubles?
Um, yeah, I love the courts.
Hmm.
I home there. I know all the people there. Uh, I think the tournament director is Ryder Jackson's dad, and
Okay.
Ryder was my teammate, and like he's still a very, very close friend. So
Okay.
it's just seeing a lot of familiar faces, and then obviously knowing that I won the tournament twice already. There's these posters with the former winners,
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of cool to walk in and then see a picture of Utah and I.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, it definitely gives me confidence. And yeah, it just all came together.
So it gave you kind of that confidence, or it made you more relaxed knowing that you could do it, seeing that
Definitely.
you've done it before,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. I haven't had much success at those courts in singles the past
Mm-hmm.
years. I remember the previous year I just came out of COVID
Okay.
uh before starting, so I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't quite there physically.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year I was so pumped to make a good run.
Oh, you had COVID going into it last year.
No, I just came out of COVID. I had it the 2 weeks before.
Oh,
So I
got
just
it.
got out of my apartment.
Got it.
But then I was not really I was
Oh,
out of
you were
shape.
still recovering. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
I get you. It's not like you just
yeah.
showed up the next day. Got it. I understand this.
Yeah.
Now we're on the same page. He followed
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
rules. Um, so when you played Ozon, what was if we talk specifically about that match, because I feel like that's the one that's going to stick out to everyone. Number one guy in the country, playing some of the best tennis. What was your mentality going into that match that you can remember when you played Ozon?
Um, I thought I started out in the morning playing my
Hmm.
first match and I felt good.
Hmm.
And then I was talking to Chris and he's always been like he's always like believed in me and he's always said like you can beat anyone.
Hmm.
And I thought so too. So I was just like swinging free, going for my serves. I think I served really well that match. And then it was quite windy, so I wouldn't say it was the prettiest tennis the whole match. But I was really strong mentally, and I had my boys behind the court,
Hmm.
cheering me on. So, I think I was in a really good headspace.
It seems like that's a big theme for you. When you stay relaxed, you stay calm, and you don't allow yourself to feel that much pressure for you. Because if we look at just from a double standpoint as well, when you can share the court with someone and you can have someone to lean on, and correct me if I'm wrong to assume this, but when you play with someone else, you don't feel like you're alone or you're not the only one that makes mistakes. Someone can bring you up, and maybe that's why you're having
100%.
so much double success.
Yeah, yeah, no, I totally agree. Um, Yeah, I really like playing with Theo. He's very calm and
Hmm.
like we understand each other. The same with Utah.
Hmm.
Utah was one of my best friends on the team. We hung out literally all the time, and having that person that you're close with and then sharing a court with it, yeah, it helps a lot.
Yeah, and that was the other question I was going to ask you too. When you went into the tournament with Theo, what was did you set a goal that you had for yourself for singles and doubles, or did you talk to Theo and just say, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for," or "This is how I'm feeling," type of mentality?
I didn't talk to Theo about expectations. We just like Thursday was our first match together, the
Oh
first round.
wow!
Uh,
So
uh,
fresh, like just
yeah.
first time
Yeah,
for
I think
everything.
we practiced a little bit, but that was basically it.
Wow,
Uh,
very
and then we
impressive.
started a bit slow, and then it just got better and better.
Okay.
Um, I think we both knew that we could win it, For singles, my goal was uh I thought I could win it. My goal
Okay.
was to get the wild card. Uh, because like I kind of have the mindset if you don't think you can win, like it's gonna be like why go into it?
Yeah.
I believe I can win. I worked
Hmm.
hard over the summer.
Hmm.
So why not go for it?
Okay. And it seems like that's paid off for you as well because now going into the college season, you have so much momentum. You're currently at All Americans. You kind of have maybe some of the best starting momentum that you could have as a college tennis player right now. And how do you take that and kind of ground yourself for each match or for each tournament? Because you went from one big tournament to this one. So how would you describe your mentality going from top of the top to now starting from scratch again?
No, I think I have a lot of respect for whoever I play. I
Hmm.
think I start over now.
Hmm.
Um, I can't expect to play good tennis right away. I have to build it up again.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, I'm excited for a new week, and yeah, I'm I'm humble still. So
No, you and not to toot your horn or anything, but you seem humble, you seem calm, you seem like you have this very easy demeanor in order to kind of stay at one level when it comes to playing the next opponent or playing the next match. And was there something that you learned in college that helped you stay this way?
um, I think before college I was pretty calm.
Hmm.
Then going into college, I think I was the opposite. I
Okay.
think I had high expectations and all that, and then I think as I've matured and gotten like older in college and like being junior and senior, I think I've been more calm.
Hmm.
Thanks to Chris and the other coaches and
Hmm.
our sports psychologist,
Oh,
Lenny.
really?
Yeah.
How long have you been working with one of those?
So we used to have we have Dr. Chow who I think I worked with sophomore year and then
Okay.
Lenny the past year and a half maybe.
Okay.
Um, and I think yeah, it's very helpful. I have some rituals, some tools that help me relax. And then yeah, together with Chris.
Is it a secret, these rituals or tools, or can you share one of them for us that helps you stay
Well,
calm?
yeah, of course. Well, there's these different ways of breathing
Hmm.
that can lower the stress level.
Hmm.
And then just have some rituals between the points that you can go back to.
Hmm.
Um, I have this. I'm a huge Barcelona fan
Okay.
since I was young, and so I have a Barcelona towel that I have with me on court,
Love
or
that.
a different soccer towel from FC Copenhagen as well.
Very
So
nice.
that was something he told me that I could try and see if it
Wow.
worked. Yeah. So it's a bit different, but yeah, it works, I guess.
No, no, it does work. Don't even say you guess because it shows that you're bringing your own personality to the court, right? You're bringing your own way of doing things. You're bringing your own way of thinking about the point, creating a point, relaxing yourself on court, and just having that individuality by yourself has been seems to be a huge factor for you because I never really would have thought of that and in that kind of mentality. And also, I have to sidetrack this. Barcelona, why?
Good question. Because yeah, I'm Danish. Like why Barca?
Copenhagen, I understand.
Yeah,
Barcelona, not as much. Maybe because of Christensen, but
no, I
again,
was it was from as like can't even remember what when. Like I think my parents went there on vacation. They went home. They got me a jersey,
mhm,
and then yeah, I just start watching it. I played a lot of soccer when I was younger, and
mhm.
loved the way they're playing. And then yeah, I watch every game now. So
Well, you're doing pretty good this season too, and despite all the money issues. We can get into this on a different day, but um, you guys are still succeeding very, very well. And is there, if you were to take one athlete's mentality and compare it to your own, who do you think it would be compared to?
A tennis player or
No, it doesn't have to be a tennis player. It could be any other athlete that you look to in terms of inspiration, tranquility, in that sort of regard. Could be a soccer player from Barcelona.
oh, good question. The only one I can kind of think about is actually a Danish. He just won an Olympics in badminton.
Oh,
His name is
really?
Victor Axelsen.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm like him. I just look up to him a lot because I think he's like a huge fighter and
Mhm.
uh, I think he's humble and it's something that I want to see myself as well.
Do you think you could win a point off of him if you played badminton?
No chance.
No, really?
No chance.
I feel like any tennis player is super competitive in two other things. It's ping pong and badminton because it's
Yeah.
always the same sort of. You can tell Andrea said hi when he just walked by you to your right.
Yeah.
He was not sly at all trying to sneak past on the wall. He was not. um,
Yeah.
but
I'll do him. Yeah.
I love that. And if you were to set one last goal for the season, or if you were to look ahead at the end of your senior year, what do you, besides accomplishing everything else you've just accomplished, what would be one thing that you would like to achieve for your last year?
For me, with the team, I want to accomplish something big with the team.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know what. I think we have a huge potential.
Hmm.
So I think like getting a title with the team
Yeah,
would be huge.
I love that. And for you individually, do you think you have a goal for
Firstly,
the?
to make the tournament,
Yeah, there you go. Say
and
there.
then and then take it from there.
All right, Carl, I really do appreciate it. Good luck this week at All Americans. We're pulling for you. Do you have an Instagram that people want to follow, or do you any social media you want to shout out right now?
Yeah, sure. My Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah.
just my full name.
Okay. You can check that out down in the description below or the bio that if you're listening to this on Spotify or YouTube. So, Carl, good luck this week and hopefully you do really, really well. Good luck, man.
Thank you. Thank you.